If you're new to Century Auctions and you want to register with us on clubbid.com, you can find the link to our registration tutorial video in the description of this one. Once you're registered, you might have a few questions about our bidding process. How do I bid? To find items from any of our auctions, head to clubbid.com. From our homepage, you can scroll down to find an auction that you're interested in, and click View and Bid Lots. Once you've found your item of interest, make sure that the bid you input exceeds the previous bid by the minimum bid increment amount for that item. Bid increments vary between minor and major assets and can range from 50 cents to $100. If you hold your cursor over the bid increment button, a table opens up to show you the amount of bid increment relative to the price range of the asset. What is a max bid? You may find that when you bid on certain items, the price instantly becomes one bid increment higher than the bid you entered, even after increasing your bid multiple times. This happens when somebody else has a max bid placed on that item. Max bids are a very useful tool for people who are busy while an auction they're interested in is closing. Here's how max bidding works. For example, if an item's current price is at, say, $50, and it has a bid increment of $1, if you then input $100 as your bid, and if nobody else has a max bid put on that item beyond the current high bid of $50, then the price will go to $51 rather than straight to $100. Then, as other bidders try to bid against you, just like before, their bids will be automatically countered and surpassed by that item's minimum bid increment. In this case, $1 each time, and you'll remain the top bidder until your max bid's $100 threshold is surpassed. If somebody else bids the exact same amount as your max bid, you remain the top bidder. How does extended bidding work? All items in our auctions are subject to a soft close. This means that if you bid within the last minute of an item's closing, the bidding time will be extended by 1 minute. This can happen repeatedly and will continue as long as bidders continue to counter each other. What happens after I win? You'll receive an email notification that you've won, and will receive an invoice for your purchase within 24 hours. How can I pay? You had to use a credit card to register with us, but you don't have to use it to pay for any of your winning bids. Just ensure that it isn't selected as your preferred payment method on your Club Bid account. You can add other credit cards to your account as desired, or you can also pay for your items directly on site when you pick them up. Our team will help you find and load your winnings, unless an item's description specifically states that the buyer is responsible for loadout. If you have any more questions about bidding, registration, or auctions in general, we highly recommend reading our bidding terms and conditions for further information, especially for major asset purchases. You can also contact our team directly at one of these locations.